I always say, be kind to us, put a good word out there to say, you know what, we have entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs in Botswana who are now back with Miss Universe Botswana. So support them in any way that you can.
Right. Let's get into talking about the contestants themselves. What training have they, undergone by far in order to prepare them for the grand finale? Not just for the grand finale, but for the international stage, which will be in Mexico in November.
Yeah. I love the fact that you said to prepare them for the international stage, because all the ladies in our top 20 are trained as though they were the queen. Right. So we started with having an event that was on mindset change. We got people from Mindset Change. We had people from Botswana who came and just boot camped them on mindset change, on selling the Botswana diamond story. So using the platform for them and not for sometimes people have this thing that beauty pageant is all about beauty, but rather they've been through classes that taught them what the platform can do for them before what they can do for the platform. They should be in a position to benefit first. And then we had classes for financial literacy. We had body care classes, hair care, skin care, all these classes. So we're trying to equip them with skills that even after the pageant, if they're not crowned, they would still, be able to use them to their advantage.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you did mention there that you equip them with different skills, and one of them being able to sell the Botswana diamond story. Is it just that because we're living in a quite diverse economy nowadays where culture has become a huge thing and it's a marketable thing as well? Let's talk about that. Have you been able to instill that in them as well, that mindset of using that culture to diversify our economy, to put Botswana on the map, and for personal development as well?
I love that you asked that question, because just yesterday we heard presentations for our top 20 ladies, because they now have districts that they're representing. So they had to sell the tourism product in that district, the culture, the investment opportunities and that. And one of the comments that came through the judges yesterday was that they should know more about that culture. They should be Botswana, be patriotic about Botswana, be in a space where they're able to sell Botswana to someone who's coming as far as maybe the US and say, this are Botswana. We shouldn't look at them. They look African, and then when they speak, they don't sound like African, or they don't sound like Botswana. So the one thing that we were training them yesterday and we were telling them about was culture, that you should be one with your culture. We actually have a parade that is representing our culture in our finale. In our finale show, they're going to be walking in our cultural wear that is mostly used for weddings, because that one shows that women of substance, if I can say.
Right.
Yeah. So we are trying to incorporate our culture also to sell Botswana as not only diamond country, not only good for tourism, but also the culture. As Botswana, we are very nice people. We have that spirit of boto. Everywhere you go, they'll say Botswana are so humble. So we want them to go out there and share that humility with the rest of the world.
Right, right. And I love that these women, and this is something that I have been seeing in different pageants here in Botswana, that these young, beautiful women represent a variety and multiple districts in Botswana, and we get to experience different cultures, which just shows how we're stepping in or walking in the right direction when it comes to being an inclusive people in everything, in every sector in Botswana. Can you make commentary on that?
I like to put it like this. Botswana is a beautiful country with a beautiful culture, with a beautiful tourism product. So why don't we use beauty to sell the country that is as beautiful as Botswana? What you said, culture, our culture is beautiful. Every corner of Botswana is beautiful in its own way. We have gems in our country. So let us continue to use that platform that is beauty to sell the beautiful country.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, at this stage, we know that you have been, I mean, you're prepared, you're ready for the finale to crown the Miss Universe Botswana. Let's talk about support that, you know, maybe or partnerships that you have currently in preparations for Mexico.
Miss Universe Botswana has various partners, to mention a few. We have Limpopo University of Creative Technology. We have Grand Palm Hotels and Casino as our partners. We have Sip and Grill, just to mention a few of them. So these partnerships, we wanted them to be long-term, like I mentioned, because we don't want a situation where now next year we're not here again because we don't have sponsors. So we are aiming for long-term partners. And in terms of Mexico, we've approached the Ministry of Youth to aid with the Queen's travel, because once she gets crowned, the sash is going to say Botswana. The flag is Botswana. It's no longer in Miss Universe Botswana's arms. She's now representing the country. So it's where now the government of Botswana should just like say, let's step in and assist however we can assist.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that, you know, you will receive the necessary support there, because Botswana has been quite, you know, intentional when it comes to promoting arts and culture, and Miss Universe fits right at the center of promoting arts, promoting our culture, promoting our tourism as well. So we're very much hopeful there. Now, like we did mention, it has been 10 years, and 10 years is quite a long time there.
Very long.
It's quite a very long time. And obviously you've had time to review your previous competition or your previous competitions and seen how exactly it is that you can improve or add on to the good that you had been doing already. If you, maybe you could just enlighten us there on the fresh things that we'll be seeing this year.
One thing about it, this is how I look at it, or we look at it from the Miss Universe Botswana perspective. The ladies that we have are academics who are part of a beauty pageant. So that's number one. And then secondly, even the way that we train them in a manner that will not only speak to their beauty, but also their brains. We know, we keep on saying we want beauty with brains, beauty, but for us, it's just more than that. We want them to generate a story, to package their stories, to have an impact on their personal and professional life. We want them to have a story that is so powerful that it's a marketing vehicle, not only for them but for the nation brand.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So we've had, like I mentioned, we had mindset change, we had life skills at boot camp. You know, they got to pitch the tents with their nails and everything. So it was so beautiful to watch them interact with each other. And these ladies are super smart. They are so smart. They keep us on our toes also to be well read, because somebody will come to you and say, "Ma'am, I read that investment this, and you're there like, I cannot drop the ball. I have to also be on my toes." So I think we're bringing something different in that regard, that we're not only focused on the walking and you know, the lights and cameras and everything, but rather we are tapping into who they are as a person, who they are as academics.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is quite lovely. That speaks so much to empowerment of women. It speaks so much to that, and it's quite amazing to see what pageantry has become.
Yeah.
Because for a very long time here in Botswana, we viewed pageantry as
I know, right?
without, you know, thinking that this is something that could actually develops a person, not just an individual, but sells a community, sells a whole country. Right? And
right.
puts it on the map. Let's talk about some of the, you know, memorable projects that these ladies have, you know, done or been a part of.
Within Miss Universe Botswana.
Yes.
We had the representation from the districts where they are now part of, they're working with a charity organization within the districts that they're representing. And that's the community engagement that they will be dealing with, or they are currently dealing with and working with, and trying to find the investment opportunities within that district. But mostly, since we're talking about projects, I think it communicates to community engagement. So they have different districts, and they have different charities that they're working with on a different level, and I think that's how they are giving back to the community in their own way. And also as a platform, we are trying to, show them that it's okay to be beautiful and smart, but also it's good to have that heart for people. It's okay to be, a queen should be both beautiful, kind, and compassionate. So we are trying to instill that in them.
Right,
yes.
Right. With all that you have been doing, Omphile, wonderful job that you've been doing with these ladies, do we see our Miss Universe Botswana being crowned Miss Universe, where we will have quite a momentous time as a country as we did back in 1999?
That is the plan, actually. That is the plan. We had a talk with Mpule last week on Monday, no, this week Monday, before she went back home, to the US. She told them that it's what you can do with the platform. Forget it. Forget about somebody saying, "Oh, you guys look nerdy," because at first when we rolled out our top 30 and then top 20 eventually, it was a thing. But these girls look more on the nerdy side than so. Forget about all those comments. It's what the platform can do for you. So our plan is, we've won it before, and we can definitely do it again. And each and every one of our ladies has that ability to go out there and represent Botswana so well. Yeah.
Wow, wow. Omphile, before I let you go, just give us, long-term intentions with this Miss Universe Botswana.
Okay. We want to be self-sustaining. The government of Botswana says that at some point they want the private sector-led economy, and this is where we come in as entrepreneurs. We want to be able to be self-sustained. We want to be able to lead a campaign that deals with not only women empowerment, but the empowerment of the nation, the value chain involved with Miss Universe, like you say, creatives, diamond story, tourism. We want to be that campaign that speaks volumes within the country and even on international stage.
All right. Well, that is all the time that we did have, and that is the grand finale is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 21st of September. GICC. Red carpet event starts at 17:30 until 18:30, and then that's when the main show starts, and will be streaming live on the International Miss Universe YouTube channel.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. We will be looking forward to that, and good luck to all the 20 contestants that will be battling it off for the Miss Universe Botswana title tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Lucia.
Thank you so much for joining us. Well, there we have it. That was Miss Universe Botswana Assistant National Director, Miss Omphile Phuthego, on the topic of how prepared they are for tomorrow's grand finale at the GICC right here in Gaborone. And of course, we'll be looking forward to the international competition, which will be held in November in Mexico, where we're very much hopeful that whoever will be crowned Miss Universe Botswana tomorrow will come back with the crown right here. Stay tuned for the news in Botswana right at the top of the hour.
Over the past 5 years, Botswana has seen a long stretch of water infrastructural development spreading across the landscape of the country. These developments are aimed at addressing water supply across Botswana. Government took a deliberate decision to place access to potable drinking water at the core of its planning.
Water is being transferred from strategic points across the country to where it is needed and treated accordingly, and thereafter stored correctly and finally distributed for consumption.
Since 2000